Hello, everybody. This is Vito, your favorite community member, building out the wallet UI for the Constellation wallet application named after my daughter, Molly, actually. First off, I want to apologize for the sound of my voice. I got a severe cold right now, which you can probably tell. So it may get tedious to listen to my voice, but I'll try to keep this as brief as possible. So the intention of today's video is to demonstrate the Constellation desktop wallet application and the current progress of it. So I'm going to do that on Linux since that is the main operating system that I'm running on my laptop. And I'm just going to run the binary as such, minimize the terminal, and watch it pop up like so. So the first thing we'll see is the shuffling blocks loading screen, and that is just going to give time for the widgets that we're looking at right now to populate with actual data. Looking at the dashboard, this is going to be a quick window into your wallet and also to the Constellation network. So you'll be able to get some quality metrics from the network right into your wallet, which is kind of neat. So the first widget obviously displaying the amount of tokens that you have stored in your wallet. The middle section or middle widget is gonna correlate those tokens with their actual USD value. And in the future, I will also introduce more fiat currencies to correlate the DAG token value against. Right-hand side is going to be the amount of blocks. We also got the wallet address in this middle section with a nifty little button that is going to let you copy the full address so that you won't make a rookie mistake to copy just parts of it, and you send that to your friend and he sends a bunch of DAG into nowhere. So yeah, that's a kind of nifty feature. These two widgets, if we start with the left one, is going to be the amount of transactions over a year. So you can see the amount of transactions received and sent you had to your wallet address. Right now, we're populating it with just dummy data. I'm just randomizing a bunch of data and pushing it into the widget. But this is obviously going to be populated with real metrics eventually as well. Right-hand side, we got the TPS graph. So what's really cool about the Constellation network in general, I think, is that it scales with more nodes being introduced to the network. I'm sure you've heard the term horizontally scalability, which I think is like the second sentence that you mentioned when you talked about Constellation network. So it's a really cool feature and quite a unique one as well. But it's going to let the TPS grow with each node introduced to the network. And that is also going to be reflected in this graph. So we can monitor that in real time. Moving on to the wallet information. So the intention of this page is basically to have kind of a business card, but around your wallet, for instance. So if you do want to share information on your wallet, may that be like the version of it or whatever, you can actually go ahead and grab the screenshot. And with time, I'm also going to introduce a quick button just to grab this section of it. You can also customize what you want to show here eventually, and what you want to expose in your actual wallet card. If your email is user@email.com, then that's great. If it's not, then we do also have under settings the possibility to add your own wallet labels. You can actually call this one Homer Simpson's DAG wallet. And obviously we need a picture of Homer Simpson to go with that. We are pretty sure about that, and okay. So if we move back to the wallet information, we can see that we have an element of customization also around the wallet card to tie it to my actual user or my nickname or my real name or whatever you want to put there. So that's pretty cool. And while also on the settings page, I can also mention that we do obviously have the possibility to customize your dashboard. So if you don't want to show any widgets, then you can go ahead and remove those. And say if you only want to show nodes on line and throughput, you can obviously do that as well, and so forth. But I like to keep it transactions and throughput. On the right hand side, we got also the public key in a base 64 encoded, a base 64 encoded public key, which lets you copy and paste that very easily. We also got the private key being base 64 encoded, so you can actually show and hide that on demand using this button right there. So a little extra layer of security there when viewing the key. And as you can tell, there's no key here right now. That's because it's not actually integrating against the wallet binary for this demo. But I can assure you that once you get your hands on this, it's gonna be right there. And if it's the first time you boot it up, then you'll obviously import your key. And that is just gonna populate all the information and your wallet information directly into the wallet. You can also export it if you wanna have it in cold storage, which is highly recommended. Transactions, pretty good feature to have for a wallet, I would say, the ability to actually send transactions. So it's not, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Like you enter the amount that you want to send, you enter the address you want to send to, and you click send. We also got a transaction history, basically populating the last sent transactions. This again is all dummy data for now, but for demo purposes, I kept it there. What I also did is I introduced again a extra layer of security on the UI end, so it won't let you send like negative numbers. For instance, it's not going to let you send characters, which is, I mean, you can probably expect something like that. It's going to let you send like 0.42, and the same with the wallet address. Like if somebody screwed up copying their address and you paste it in here, like say it's something like that, it's not gonna let you send to that address, obviously. So what we want to do is we can copy this, for instance. We go back, paste that in. That's gonna be okay. However, if I remove that character, it's not gonna be okay. So you have some form validation for the actual DAG address as well at the time of actually entering that. Send, and this is gonna obviously make sure that you really want to send this amount of DAG to that specified address. We want to proceed, and here here's where the fee comes into play. So this is obviously optional, as it says. So we're gonna leave that as 0. And after I click send transaction, nothing's gonna happen. We'll get an error because it's not gonna be able to put it on the network. So it's gonna give an error with regards to that. And if that happens when the wallet is live, there's also logs that you can send to me, so I can go in and immediately understand, okay, so what is the situation? A big aspect of this is also the fact that your funds will never be jeopardized by this software at all, only by the user managing the software, I would say. So if you do get an error message, which you will probably get because it is in beta, then don't panic. Just contact me, send me the logs, and I'll go through it. I'll fix it with the next iteration of the wallet. So simple as that. Okay, so I think that this is pretty much what I wanted to show for this demo. And if you do have any questions, if you do have any feedback, then don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will happily look into that and see what I can do. All right, thank you.